It's often said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The only question I have is, do I want the orange or the yellow Mexican truck stop blanket? I did kind of half-ass this headliner. It's just one of the very last things I did as I was trying to get my van done so I could hit the road. And, you know, for what it's worth, it held up. I mean, it was pretty decent. Until one day, my child took a liking to it and then spent about a week obsessively destroying it. Now, believe me when I tell you, I've come up with all kinds of super clever and complicated ways to do this headliner to make it Theodore proof and really fancy and totally overdone, involving fiberglass and speakers but I've decided now is not the time. That's a project for the future. I just need to put this all back together and, you know, get my van back together so I can hit the road. But it's okay. I got him an iPad. You know, he can play Minecraft or whatever it is that, you know, kids these days. I think I'll go with the orange one. That'll kind of look good, you know. Yeah, so the van only has 2 speakers for the stereo. You know, cutaway van. All you get's a cab and a frame. So one of my ideas was to like take some foam and build speaker openings, like little speaker boxes in the headliner. And like carve the foam with like a electric knife or something, really mold it all in, and then just fiberglass this entire thing and spend a week sanding and fine-tuning it with, you know, filler and make it like a work of art. I was even gonna put like LED lights in it for like ambience. Like really go just totally overkill. And then ultimately like paint it or something. I looked into like vinyl, gluing vinyl to it. Something that might not be as enticing for a cat to sink his claws in. And, you know, everything that I was considering became expensive, time-consuming, a little overwhelming, you know. That looks pretty good, I think. It's gonna be kind of tough to get the, I should have bought the ones with like the, like diamond pattern on them rather than stripes, but I think I paid $4 for this somewhere in New Mexico. All right. That guy has been going to town with that leaf blower for an hour now. They've really been struggling with that yard down the street. You know, if I had nothing better to do, I'd go help them. I'm using Permatex headliner adhesive. Same stuff I used in my Buick, and it's been years now since I did that. And it's been through some extremely hot days, like oops. No. All right. Oh yeah. I like it. Yeah, this just screams like I'm unemployed, live in a van. Well, I may or may not have to trim some of this to get it to fit well, and I got to put the dome light in still, but there we go. Headliner. This is not my cat. Hi. What's your name? You're adorable. You want to go live in a van? You want to be on YouTube? I'm pretty sure he lives across on the other side of the fence here. I'm curious to see what's about to happen when Theodore notices him, though. Pretty sure that's a boy. It's got boy cat vibes. Oh shit. Oh, we got poofy tails. Hey, look at that tail. It's like a frickin' squirrel. You making new friends here in the neighborhood there, Theodore? Look at that. Look at that fur up on the back there. They're friends. Yeah. Cats are great. Yep. Cross that off the list. I've retired the camo hat. Any of you guys ever played Diablo? You know how when you first start the game, the only armor you can afford is tattered rags?
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off.
Now, Biff, I want to make sure that we get 2 coats of wax this time, not just one. Just finishing up the second coat now.
So I'm trying to fit a bunch of junk in my trunk. Here's what we got going on so far. kind of struggling with it here. So I bought these 2 totes. These are IP67. They have a silicone gasket and like 6 plastic latches that are guaranteed to never break immediately. And the floor jack takes up a lot of room. But I think this is kind of generally the layout that I'm gonna go with here. Well, I've got everything crossed off my list. I am 100% all packed up and ready to hit the road. But I am not on the road yet. I've actually delayed leaving for 1 extra week while my cutie butts recovers from her ear surgery. We have a follow-up appointment with the dermatologist on Thursday. But because video production, I'm filming this last Saturday, so the next time you see me, I will be on the road. But I decided to go camping for a few nights, actually. For a few reasons. One, it's good to just test everything that I've changed about my rig. Make sure it's gonna work. I'm gonna use that grill. I'm gonna use my hot water heater thingy and take a shower. Just make sure everything's dialed. Also, the weather is freaking amazing. It is like 71 degrees today. Tomorrow's like 74. And then Monday it's gonna thunderstorm and then get cold again. So, take what you can get. I ended up driving like an hour out west into the country just to get somewhere where I know you can camp for free, and generally nobody comes here to this place. And actually, nobody's coming here right now because the lake is like pretty much empty for some reason. It's like they didn't shut off the dam over the winter or something. I don't know, but so far so good. My spare tire cover blew off like within the first 5 miles. I did pull over and go get it. So I either put that on poorly or I gotta make some like modifications to it. Put some grommets in it and some string or something. My last spare tire cover stayed on there for like 10,000 miles and then blew off, but it blew off because I was going 70 on the interstate and there were like 50-mile-an-hour crosswinds. So I don't know. It's pretty much this exact same cover that I bought last time, but I don't know. I think I just didn't put it on good enough, but I'm gonna leave it off until I get back to Mom's house in a few days and make sure I got it on really good. But let me show you guys what I did with the trunk and how I packed it, and I got a couple new things I'll show you too. Okay, so right away, since I changed put the different bag on my bike, I have to remove it to make the bike fit. Really not that big of an issue though. Does not bother me that much. Small inconvenience. I do regret from day one building this to like, I wish I made it 2 inches taller and maybe like an inch wider, but it's fine. Everything still fits. And I'm pretty sure my next bike is gonna be smaller overall. So right here, I replaced my camping shovel. It was a foldable, like your standard foldable, I think it was Stan Sport was the brand, camping shovel. And it just was not rugged enough for like digging in the desert and rocky soil and being used almost daily. So I upgraded my shovel and I have it mounted right here. I have these shovel mounts that I bought like a long time ago, and I intended on mounting more things to my van, like overlander poser guy. But I used them here with this new shovel that I bought. And this is a just one piece, well, it's not one piece, but it's all welded together, solid steel, powder coated shovel. And it's a lot thicker than that last one was. So that'll last me hopefully some years. So I have that mounted here with these really cool mounts. And then I also use them same mounts for my squeegee / snow broom gas station. Didn't steal that thing that I put a broom handle on for cleaning off snow from my van. So those things are mounted there. I got some extra bungee cords and some extra hooks, but I decided not to mount my like hang my fishing rods up here, because that's what I did last time, and it was really annoying, and they were always getting beat up. So I just kind of have them like tied together in a little bundle. But I'll get you in here and show you. This is pretty, compared to the last iteration of this is like way more functional. So all right, so over here on this side I've got the floor jack ratchet strapped down. I got these two little whatever you call those things mounted to the floor with heavy duty stainless hardware, so it won't slide around and like damage my diesel heater and stuff. And that's where I want it, because just to the right of it I can fit my rug, my chair, and my table, and they fit just perfectly. And then fishing rods, just kind of lay them on there, and trash grabber stick, and that's perfect. There's all kinds of extra room here, but I'm trying to go a little lighter, so I'm not packing this thing totally full. Generator stays where it was always. 2 totes like I showed you, and what I did is I have the things that I would use or need or want more frequently in the front tote. So this is the one I'm going to be digging in most often, and then the things that I won't be using that often are in the back tote. And then I redid all my tools. I had a big toolbox in here with way more crap than I actually needed. I brought like a Sawzall and a drill and like just way more stuff than I really needed. So I've sorted through. I have that like really dialed. I have like all the right size sockets and wrenches to actually work on my van, and plumbing and electrical tools, like pretty much all the things that I would need to do like roadside repairs and oil changes. So I have right here, I have my oil filter wrench, the Funnel King, and my cheap Walmart drain pan. And I put them in a bag just to keep things greasy. I've got the Aquatainer here. I tried those collapsible water jugs, and I did not like them at all. They seemed, I was scared to put them in my van full of water. They seemed like anything would puncture them and I'd have a flooded van. So I threw that idea out. I might get another one of these, honestly, because I have room. In primary, most common things I'll be using tote. I did buy a small bag of instant charcoal. I almost never buy the Walmart brand charcoal because it sucks, but I just, you know, better than nothing. I've got the grill, and I bought this for the grill, which I'll demonstrate in this video, but it's like a 8.5 or 9-inch square by like 2-inch tall basting cover, it's called. But it's just a stainless lid with it's like a Bakelite handle that can handle high heat, which I think is just about the perfect cover for this dinky little grill. So we're gonna try that. I did bring crock pot. I was on the fence about it, and then I thought, you know what, I love using it and I have used it, so it is something I would actually use. even though it's kind of impractical, and but we're still going to be crock-potting. Van life crock-potting. And then I have extension cord. I have freshwater hose with the siphon thingy for that, if I need that. I've got Finding Nemo beach towel. If you don't know why I have that, you gotta, you know, really go back and through my catalog of videos that I've been making for 5 years almost. We got Thermocell. You know, I don't think these work worth the shit. I've seen bugs literally land on this as it's been running, but I have one and they're expensive. The refills are like 10 bucks. So I brought it with me, and you know, I'm going to use up at least all the pads and butane that I have, and you know, if it seems to be doing anything at all for me this summer, I will buy more refills for it. I've had this forever, like I don't even remember when I bought this thing, but pre-pandemic at least. And I've got my hammock, and I also have tree straps. 'Cause they were at Menards, and I grabbed them because I'm like, you know what, I'm rubbish at tying knots, and that might come in handy for $9 or something. I also have this. I've had it for a long time. It's a type of grill cleaner that won't accidentally leave metallic, you know, wire brush bristles on your grill that you could potentially ingest. And then I've got my extremely nice Estwing hatchet. So this is most common. And then the other one is things that I won't use very often. I also have the drain hose for my gray tank, but I left it at my mom's because I knew that I wouldn't be using it on this little trip. No, this place doesn't have potable water or any amenities really. So this is the other tote that I'm keeping in the back. This is the you gotta dig for it kind of shit. So we got tackle box. We've got our spare water pre-filters. We've got Norcal, kite. I have 30 to 15 amp converti-do, but basically every campground that has 30 amp also has a standard single phase plug on it. I have off-road tire inflator. I bought this way back in December when I was hanging out down by Quartzsite. But this was my solution for if I wanted to air down to, you know, not shake my van and my cats to pieces on a really rough trail. I got this kind of more substantial tire inflator. This one is supposed to be able to do, you know, 100 psi or so, and it's more made for inflating large tires. I did read the reviews on it because it is just some whatever shit from Amazon, but this should be able to basically do the trick. So I do have the spare on the roof, but I also have, and this is just a good idea to have regardless, down here I have a pretty deluxe tire plug, tire repair kit here. So, you know, with this I could help other people too. I have plenty of tire repair stuff in this little deal. I have spare headlight bulbs for my van because I bought the LED funkies. So if I ever have a light go out, I can just change it. Same with the turn signals and parking lights up front. What are you doing, child? And then I also have a spare starter. And I've been driving around with this since day one. I bought a spare starter from Rock Auto because it's probably a third of what you would pay in a auto parts store for that. So if my starter ever did go out, I can change it. And I also have a spare ignition coil. So if I ever develop a misfire, I can diagnose that in my tool bag, I have a inline spark plug, like little tester light. I've also got the spout for my jerry can. I have a couple of spare plug wires in case one of them ever burns up. And I have my old serpentine belt. So I do have a few spare parts for the van. I do have that cross key, which I should just put in my tool bag. And then I have a couple of large extra zip ties because the Weldtech Designs lift spindles, they didn't engineer them correctly, and there's no way for me to mount my factory brake hoses on them. So I have my brake lines literally zip tied to my steering knuckles up front. So I carry extra zip ties because if those ever, you know, got brittle and wore out, I'd have my brake hoses flopping around everywhere. And then I also have a jack stand. So if I need to lift more than, if I have to take more than one tire off at a time, I can do that. And then I also, you know, I've always had these back here, but I have these magnetic, like, I got lights in my trunk. And I think that's about it for back here. And now I got to put all this back together and move on to other things I can show you that I've changed here. All right, coming up inside here, I have a new blanket that's just for trying it out for summertime. This is basically a sleeping bag, but it's not a sleeping bag. It's just a blanket. It's called a camping blanket. But I also have a quilt that my stepmom made for me, and I have a Hudson Bay wool point blanket that my brother got me from Canada. So I have like all the bedding I'll ever need. But I'm trying this out for the summer because it's like kind of waterproof and more lightweight. And got to get a really specific size for this setup because it is a twin, but it's surrounded on all sides. So like a 50 by 70 throw is just a little too short this way, and it's kind of annoying. Like if I pull it up to my chin, then my feet hang out and stuff. This here's a 55 by 75, which seems to be the sweet spot. And a twin comforter is like 68 by 90, which is way too huge for here because, again, surrounded by all sides. Over here, I did, it's only happened to me one time, but I installed a bungee cord to hold my coffee maker in place when I'm driving. So I did a little hook right there. And then the other side, I'm just hooking to this, my spice rack. So coffee maker is secured. And then also this drawer right here, if I take a hard right turn, driving, sometimes it'll fly open because it just has way too much weight in it. These are soft close tracks and they keep the drawer shut. But there's so much weight in this big drawer that sometimes it'll fly open. I could easily remedy that by moving the tracks so they're at a pitch here. But that's a lot of work. So I took another bungee cord and I can just go like that. And then it can slide open, but then it pulls itself shut now when I'm driving. New screen door is working for now. It's not that he's malicious, it's just when there are bugs on the outside of the screen door, he will try to get them. And so far, he hasn't really paid any attention to the headliner, so, you know, that's good to go. Also, I put an office binder clip on here to keep all the cat harnesses and stuff from sliding all over when I'm driving. It's the little things. I am the very first person to use this fire pit. It is brand new. This place is owned or managed by the Lower Platte South Natural Resources District. So it's like government, like state, but it's not like a recreation area, like a state park or anything. So it's completely free. There's a lot of these little like reservoirs, like they dam up creeks all over for flood control and like help farmers with irrigation. And this one here just happens to have like a little camping area and like a dock and a boat ramp. But sometimes every couple of years, like I'll come here and I'll notice they threw a couple bucks at it. So we got a new fire ring. The old one's still behind me there, and it's pretty bad. I don't know why they didn't even remove it, but they're also like clear cutting a ton of cedar trees, eastern red cedar. I like them, but people hate cedar trees around here. They consider them invasive and they take too much water and whatever. So I just took a shower in the van using the new setup, and it was frickin' sweet. I'm so stoked that it works, and it works well. I'll admit though, it is like I wouldn't expect any like practical person to do that for hot water. But I'm proud of it, the fact that it actually works, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. You still gotta wait like pretty much the same amount of time as with the electric one, like about 10 minutes for the water to get like comfortably warm enough to shower with, but then it's on, you know. And I didn't even wash my hair, but I took like a pretty long shower just because I was enjoying it, like having unlimited hot water. And in a couple days I'm going back to my mom's house. I'm not really like concerned with water conservation at the moment. I need to go back to the tea smith while I'm in Nebraska too. Stock up for the summertime. Get some summer flavors. This stuff here, it's like hot chocolate, but it's mushroom, like made with mushrooms. When I bought my shoes, I saw that on clearance for $5, a box of packets of it. And then I also got the mushroom coffee. So it's like, you know, those ads you see on Instagram and crap where they show the dude like crapping his guts out on the toilet. So yeah, like I said, I came here mostly because the weather was great. And I wanted to test things on my van, make sure they're good to go. And another upgrade that I've decided to do is I did order new shocks for the van. So I'll be swapping them out before I hit the road. Another reason I came camping here for the next couple nights is me and the cats were frickin' going crazy after, you know, for a couple weeks it was cool, but I've been staying at my mom's for a month now. And just after living the life that I've been living for the last 6 months and having just the ultimate freedom and peace and like being able to go wherever I want, and then to be like kind of stationary in a loud neighborhood, there's always noise and dogs and like people everywhere, and you know, the cats, they want to go out and hang out outside, but half the time we can't because there's dogs out there. And it was starting to, you know, kind of bumming me out. So to be able to come here on a weekend too, and because it's Saturday night right now, and just get the whole place to myself, and the weather's perfect. This is like and for eastern Nebraska to get these conditions. Perfect weather and solitude in a beautiful place. This is it don't get any better than this. But the next video you see is I'm gonna be on the road, and I am so excited for it. The big adventure begins, you know. I toured the Southwest all winter, and now I'm going up north. And I've got a pretty cool route. Like, I have like pretty much half of my summer already loosely planned out where I'm going. And it's just gonna be one epic, beautiful video after another, honestly. Like, yeah, I'm just really excited for this year in my life. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. Still alone. All I hear is the sounds of nature and the occasional commercial airliner flying over, as you should. Ran my diesel heater this morning. It was 59 in the van, and I set it at 69. And then I had to manually shut it off at 75. So pretty much does the same thing my other heater did. Functions the same way. But, you know. Also, when it first started up, it stunk really bad. I'm hoping that's just a, like, new heater smell, you know, it'll go away. Yeah, I'm just gonna relax. It's Sunday. I'm gonna have a nice chill day here. Just gonna stay outside. Just be outside all day, hang out with the cats, and I'll be grilling here in a few hours. I took the litter box lid off temporarily so she could fit through there with her neck donut. All right, lunch today is chicken bacon twisters, and then a couple of these spinach feta chicken sausage. And it's pretty breezy, so I'm gonna throw my table on its side and make a wind block out of it. So I'm thinking one of those like heat shield things might be something to consider. Those you know, little wall fence guy. $6. I bought the 40-ounce bottle of Gates because you can't really get it anywhere else. You know, Kansas City barbecue sauce. They sell it at Walmart, but not when you get out west. So I retired my orange chair. I've had that chair for 15 years at least. It still hanging in there, but I have the exact same chair in black that's hardly ever been used. These are the, $9 Walmart chairs. I was looking at better chairs, but I'm just going to roll with what I got for now instead of spending $40 on one, but there are much better options for camping chairs. But this summer we're going to use the hot black one, and I dumped my old coals in the fire pit, and, I'm going for a little post-lunch walk so I don't fall asleep right away. That was kind of a lot of food. Tiny grill works great. I'm actually very happy with it. It's kind of the perfect size for one guy. And yeah, I'm pleased. And the addition of that little folding windscreen should make it that much more effective. But I used about the middle of the 3 height settings on the grate, and it's way more efficient on coals. I used like 10 pieces of charcoal, where that other grill I would use way too much charcoal. So benefit of that chimney thing is, like, the next time you go to grill, you can dump your old coals in it and shake it a bunch, and it'll kind of recycle what's still usable out of your old used coals. But yeah, this is I like it. It's a good setup. I am all alone here at this lake on a Sunday, and that's because it's pretty much empty, and I'm not sure why. Within the last few weeks we've had several thunderstorms, tons of rain. All the trees and grass and everything around here is nice and green, but this lake is empty. I think they just left the dam open all winter or something. It was a really dry winter, though. At least I've been told. I wasn't here for it, but yeah, I came here a little over a year ago, and it was rowdy. There were people fishing constantly, and apparently the fishing was really good too. But yeah, as you can see, this is just a puddle. This is not a lake. You can kind of see where the water should be, pretty much where I'm standing at the moment. What a beautiful day, though. And here's what you're supposed to be able to catch in here. Beautiful rolling hills. It's nice to see that. I have kayaked on this. I made a video about it. Saw some beavers. The water was way higher than it is now. This is a huge property. I do disagree with the clearing of all the cedars, but they seem to have been somewhat selective about it. Pretty gnarly looking trees, man. I believe those were white oaks. I just can't get over this weather. It's so good. It's like 73 or something, and the humidity is really not that bad. Oh, hello, old friend. Poison ivy and me do not mix. Like, if I even look at that crap, I'd break out. One time I got it all over my face so bad that like I couldn't even open one of my eyes. A couple times as a kid, I'd have to get a steroid shot in my butt cheek just to get rid of it. Got some beaver action here. And we're back. Hello. How's it going? That was 8,208 steps. Like 400 calories or something. Hello, handsome. Alright, dinner tonight is the rest of them sausages, and then just one of these bacon-wrapped fillets. And also, like, a salad, because I feel like I've only eaten meat today. Grilling day, you know. I'm gonna put this one in my freezer. Gonna marinate it for a little bit. I like to use some Wash Your Sister sauce for steak. It just makes everything taste so English.
Marty, do you have to put that stuff on everything?
I don't know. It just makes everything taste so English.
Well, let's let them drain.
And we'll do some Montreal steak, which is French, you know. Mexican street corn is my jam, but today I'm going to do maple bourbon bacon. I've been lazy with the salads lately. I've just been getting the bags. It's much better if you make it from, you know, make a salad, but this one's more like a slaw. It's got like shaved broccoli and stuff in it. It's pretty good. How much bacon can I eat in one day here, you know? Is the question, since bacon wrapped steak, bacon wrapped chicken for lunch, bacon on the salad. Also, iced beverages for the win. My brother got me this Yeti Rambler like 3 years ago, and I haven't used it yet, but I've been enjoying it now. Yes, I'm going to wash the tongs. Perfection. So I'm really glad that I came here and tested out my setup. There's a mosquito in my drink. It's good to figure out what's working and what ain't while I still have access to all my tools and Amazon. The fridge is great, the water heater's great, the grill is great. I figured out, you know, what I want and what I don't want, or how I can improve on things, and I have ordered a few things since I've been here. In the next video, you're going to see me replacing my shocks. That'll be the last thing I do, and then I'm hitting the road. But yeah, this is kind of where I end the video. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. My average view duration is way higher than like the rest of YouTube, and that's how I can get away with making long videos all the time, and I have you to thank for that. So thank you again. I appreciate it. I've really enjoyed coming out here, but I am very anxious to get back on the road again, and I'm looking forward to the next video I'm going to make for you guys. So let me know what you thought down in the comments. My viewer engagement is also like really good, thanks to you guys leaving me comments and stuff. So let me know what you thought of this video, and if you have any suggestions or thoughts or whatever, or just say hi. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna get out of here tomorrow sometime. It's supposed to storm and then be like 20 degrees colder for the next few days. But tune in for the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys. Take care. Let me show you one of the reasons why I'm overweight right now. Take a really high quality tortilla, and then you take some of this Crofter's organic fruit spread. I got the Berry Harvest one here. You put like a couple tablespoons worth right in the middle. Don't spread it out much. Just leave it like in the middle there. Like that. And you have to do this late at night while you're laying in bed watching YouTubes. And then you take cashew butter. I've also tried this with like Nutella and stuff. You put that around the edges. Like you make a perimeter, like a border of peanut butter. But cashew butter is really good if you've never tried it. And the Crofters. Gotta get the qualities. This is all high quality ingredients here. You put your cashew butter around the edge here. Lots of it. Okay. And then you just fold it like a taco, but don't squish the middle. And then you pinch all the edges, and that forms a seal. So when you eat it, the jelly doesn't come dripping out everywhere.
Diabetes. Have a good day.